back out to send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
The highlighted show of this play, the attention's going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the back score, may help them win the game.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they whip this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready? 60, pass to 60, pass to 60.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McKenzie. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll flow incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 24. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Crazy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. He could not pull it in. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grab the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0.
snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control. What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
The extra point now for Borregales. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
60 Vikings. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
6-yard line.
Here's Allen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can finally do about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and 4. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Borregales now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game. Where'd you pull that one from? You know, every now and then I actually listen to these podcasts.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they go play action with May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a carry for Allen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Patriots send out their punter. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Crack all 80.
They'll set up a throw. Looking middle. And now the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When he was running a premium in the first half, he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now that 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19, 18. Cougar 19.
2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Go.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little more. Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Here's May. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And the defense closes quickly there. And he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, throw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
This is 2nd and 8. May going to give it to Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson, 25 yards. Now the Pats take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point now for Borregales. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game. Andy Borregales.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this was was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19.
The give is to Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
19 tight, 19, ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Texans' 49-yard line.
They'll throw with May. In the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches in football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's May. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Borregales now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Patriots 52, Texans 45.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. You only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth, and a very critical drive coming. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Come on. Hit. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Cougar 19.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. And they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much, but what they did get was enough for a first down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Patriots strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Entering settings screen, you have menu narration set to 100.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
70, look. 60 by 50.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
19 Lions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
60 by 60 by 6. Panther 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throw left side complete. That's Fernandez. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Let's go. Right.
They'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Here's 1st and 10. to the air. May. Let's get it. Complete. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
59.
Following the touchdown, Morales back out to send this one away. And running with power here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is 1st and 10.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you. All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2 minutes. You got to know they're looking for the number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will
what they're doing right now, still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's first and goal. Now Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be more dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is third and goal. Back to throw. McKenzie. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point is up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's first down. Looking to throw. May. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's second and a yard. And now they'll shift things around. Throwing here is May. And he's got his man on the out route. But this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a handoff up the middle. Allen. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
For the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was in the playoffs. Now both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all. They actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
We're starting to put together a nice drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fernandez. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime. And, Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win them the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change, because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
Good flip, nasty. Crazy, crazy.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Next progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Trying to keep their season alive. Down 7 in overtime. And they'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on second down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death. Or go for 2 and let it come down to one last two-point try.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
The extra point now for Borregales.
And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
To the 27. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then kind of get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. He finds his man, complete. It's Fernandez.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They set up the screen to Booker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, when they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags, and in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. It's so fucking it's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing.